This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Good evening. The search for a big cat has moved tonight to Lackawanna County.
Police are looking for the animal right now in the Newton Ransom area. Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci is live now in Skycam 16 with more. Dan?
Nolan, the latest report of an unidentified cat comes from the Newton Ransom area. It's about 12 miles from the original sighting in Nicholson. State police have been checking out the area, but they gave up about 15 minutes ago after finding nothing. But it now seems possible that the tiger reported yesterday may not have been a tiger at all, but it may instead have been a mountain lion, a hillside predator that lives in Pennsylvania and is not likely to attack humans. Officials started to come to that conclusion after Newswatch 16 had an authority on animals talk with the man who originally made the tiger sighting.
Can you have Carl describe that cat to me?
Newswatch 16 arranged for George Lowry, a member of the Tiger Search team, to speak directly with Carl Eastwood, the witness who originally saw the animal. After the conversation, Mr. Lowry concluded that it's not possible to tell what Mr. Eastwood saw the morning he ran across the cat.
There is no cat I know of that's 350 pounds, brown with white spots.
According to George Lowry, a spotted animal could not possibly be a tiger. The description is more consistent with a mountain lion, an animal that's native to the hills of the northeastern United States and far less dangerous than a tiger.
They're dangerous, but they're not going to come to human beings. They're going to run. They're not going to come up to you. Not a puma. A puma run. They're native cats in Pennsylvania.
Police are warning that people should still be careful in the woods. State police are warning folks to be. They say that a National Guard helicopter did spot a cat in the woods yesterday, and since no positive identification has been made on the animal, people should consider it dangerous and keep away. Dan Fiorucci, Newswatch 16, reporting live aboard Skycam.
Thank you, Dan. During the time searchers thought they were looking for a big tiger, people living in the Susquehanna and Wyoming County area of that search were being cautious. It was all based on what one man saw.
Well, Nolan, many of the residents, as you said, that we talked to here in Susquehanna and Wyoming counties did spend a day very cautiously optimistic. Some weren't very worried about a tiger at all. But as you said, I talked to the man who says he saw the animal with his own 2 eyes. 61-year-old Carl Eastwood walks along Route 92 in Lenox Township, Susquehanna County every day. Yesterday, he was on his way to the store when he spotted what he thought was a tiger. All he remembers is seeing something big, brown and white coming out of these trees alongside the road. Then the animal took off.
Kind of startled me. I was in kind of a shock, that was all. And it did shock me a little bit.
Even though Carl Eastwood spotted the animal here in Susquehanna County, people all over this area were wondering where it went. Debbie Pursuto was hoping it didn't end up in her backyard. Even though she spent the day washing her car, she took special precautions with her children.
Well, just keeping the kids under closer eye, you know. I mean, the little one stays nearby anyway, but, you know, he usually goes around the neighborhood and plays, and just keeping him a little closer.
Now, residents I talked to here in Susquehanna and Wyoming County say they'll remain cautiously optimistic until either a tiger is found or someone determines there never really was a tiger at all. Valerie Devine, Newswatch 16, live with the Instacam in Susquehanna County. Nolan?
Investigators say it was arson in a small Schuylkill County town that hit the town's water supply. Newswatch 16's Bob Constantini says a pump house in New Boston burned, but workers hope to have water back on by early tomorrow.
Investigators know it's arson because a chainsaw, weed cutter, portable pump, and other things are missing from the pump house rubble.
They robbed the place first. I know I was missing, and then he put the place on fire. Now, who did it, I don't know.
The fire and theft add up to more than $150,000 damage. Luckily, though, the century-old water pump was not badly damaged, and with new belts and a motor, may be working again sometime Tuesday morning. No sooner had National Guard water buffaloes arrived from Wilkes-Barre, many of the town's 400 people came out for a jug or two. This is drinking and cooking water. For 2 days, the people here have not had water for bathing.
My daughter's in Shenandoah. She's living in Shenandoah, so maybe we can go there and take a shower or something.
No shower here, but at least Helen Palmer has water for coffee, soup, and cleaning up the dishes. Tonight, she says, she'll be eating out because it's easier.
Homeowners here pay about $4 a month for their water. They, in effect, own the water system. It's a water system now that they can't get any water from. And they're angry, wondering who would try to destroy that system. Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16, New Boston.
When Newswatch 16 continues, pulling the crane in Slatington and fixing the water pressure in New Boston.
Plus, later on, a 16 salute for a man dedicated to helping his neighbors.
I have this amazing thirst. So what do you want? Something amazing to drink? Yeah, soft drink with incredible taste. Real juices. But with vitamins, too. You're dreaming. They don't make soft drinks like that. I wish they did.
Amazing.
Now they do.
At last, a soft drink with real Minute Maid juices.
It's amazing.
I thought you were camping out at the Malones.
Yeah, you got a blanket?
Miss Malone didn't give you one?
Well, her blankets don't have that nice smell.
Only Downy rinses in that pure, clean April fresh smell while it gets your wash deep down soft.
That's more like it. And it's soft.
Sure, Downy.
You take this one. I don't blame you.
The soft April freshness of Downy.
The Weather Watch is next with our chief meteorologist. We welcome him back, Tom Clark.
Yes, thank
welcome
you.
back from vacation.
Thank you. Good to be back. Had some good weather.
Nice weather, yeah.
Yeah.
Plan for the right week.
Well, I know how to plan those things, you know. One of the advantages of being a meteorologist, I guess. We do have some strong thunderstorms on the radar tonight. When we come back, I'll show you which way they're headed. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV, and we're proud to serve Durrell and all of Bradford County.
Why do more people shop at the tire giant? Despite all the competitors' claims, why do people continue to buy their tires from a tire giant? And why do people continue to buy their tires from a tire giant even when the other guys are having a sale? Why do people drive as much as 100 miles to save at the tire giant? The next time you need tires, why should you go to the tire giant?
Right.
Enjoy, enjoy.
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Ernie. Hey, you're a cookie.
A brand new Keebler cookie named E.L. Fudge. That's E as in everybody, L as in loves, fudge.
Pleased to meet you.
Rich, buttery shortbread cookies shaped like an elf, then dipped in smooth, creamy fudge. Everybody's gonna love E.L. Fudge.
I never met an elf cookie I didn't like.
That's E as in everybody, L as in loves, fudge. New E.L. Fudge cookies from Keebler. You'll love them.
2 trucks that left the Scranton area yesterday loaded with hay for the drought-stricken southern farmers arrived in Charlotte, North Carolina today. North Scranton Rotary members purchased 600 bales. The Scott family and the Lewis family of Susquehanna County donated the trucks and 125 more bales. And Rotary officials in Charlotte will now take charge of delivering that hay to farmers who need the feed for their cattle. 4 North Scranton Rotarians arrived to help with this delivery this morning and will return tomorrow with the trucks and with grateful greetings from needy southern farmers.
Boy, they could certainly use the rain, but I'll tell you, we need a weekend without clouds, Tom. 3 in a row.
Oh, I know. It's tough. You ought to be a meteorologist and live with this. You know, people let you know about it, but not too bad outside today. Another warm afternoon, but backyard looks pretty good. Past week, I don't see any dry grass. It looks nice and green out back, and there is some rain in the forecast and a slight drop in the temperature. We'll look at that in just a moment. Weather-wise time across the region now. My weather watcher from Carbon County, Joe Higgins, has 84 in Nescahoning at this hour. Lottie Novo, Clinton County, checks in with 80. A breeze out her backyard now. And Henry Verbois in Uniontown, 89. Some sunshine on that thermometer. And he's enjoying that up there, I'm sure. I hope so anyway. Let's check out what it is like now in our backyard. Partly cloudy, 82 degrees, 61% humidity, the wind west at 5, and the barometer at 29.85 and falling just a bit now. 82 and 68, the range in temperature here today. The humidity did make it feel a bit warmer than that. 82 is normal for this time of year. 95 back in 1931. And there's a view above the tracks today down there in Mahanoy City, Schuylkill County. Okay, the satellite view, this is just in. We see some cloud cover and, well, down there off of Florida, lots of thunderstorms down there. But up there in New England, I was up there this past weekend, took the family to the top of Mount Washington, New Hampshire. 6,200 feet above sea level. The wind was blowing at 40 miles an hour. The temperature was only 55, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Now, we do have a line just to the west, and that's what's going to be coming through here the next couple of days to bring us the threat of some showers and a slight drop in that temperature trend. 94 in Atlanta, Georgia today. That marks the 25th day in a row with having temperatures at or above 90. It tied an all-time record. In Gage, Oklahoma, 106 for the hot spot in the nation today. The cold spot in Gunnison, Colorado, 30 at daybreak today. Here is the latest radar image. The strong thunderstorms moving away from northeastern Pennsylvania. They're up along the Adirondacks and the Catskill Mountains of New York. Some very heavy downpours out that way. To our west, coming in just some light showers now in the western part of the state. And so they could survive into our neck of the woods later on tonight. My forecast for later on tonight, you may see a few meteors overhead in between the breaks in the clouds. This is the peak of a meteor shower, but it's not a very intense one. The best one of the year is going to come on the 12th of August. We'll let you know about that. But partly cloudy, 63 in Durrell tonight, 65 in Plymouth, and the low tonight in Mount Carmel, 63, Lock Haven, 65, another warm, kind of a muggy night. The breeze, not much of it out of the west, at no more than about 5 miles per hour. A sunrise time tomorrow morning will occur at 5:55, 8:24, sunset tomorrow. Overnight, partly cloudy, 65 degrees. Keep the fan handy. 79 for the high tomorrow. A cloudy day, a couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, so keep the umbrella handy, but it's not going to rain all day tomorrow. 75, a bit cooler on Wednesday. Cloudy, again maybe a shower moving through. That front is very slow to move through. And then it brightens up on Thursday, 81 for the high, and then back into some more thunderstorms on Friday. Karen and Nolan, I'm honest. I'm happy to be back. I mean that.
It's good to have you back.
Nice to see you. We'll see you on the update.
Okay. Albie Oxenrider is in next for Tim Carlson on the Sports Watch with the Yankees gaining more ground in the East.
Plus, a popular NFL star passes away. Albie looks back at his career.
Hi, I'm Jim Meal of Scranton Travel. We take better care of you, and here's why. Our staff consists of loyal, reliable professionals. Our computer provides instant reservations to anywhere. We quote the lowest airfares and plan vacations within your budget. Just check out the Scranton Travel Special.
Sail Holland America Cruise Lines on the SS Noordam. Book your cruise by August 22nd and save $600 per couple.
And we provide our services free. You see, Scranton Travel does take better care of you.
Penn Furniture's summer sale is here, and right now you can enjoy reduced prices on only the finest names like Henderson, Drexel Heritage, Century, hand-picked Oriental imports, and more. When Penn Furniture has a sale, it simply means the best for less. No impossible markdowns, no gimmicks, only the best for less. And that's what you'll find right now during Penn Furniture's summer sale, 9799 Lackawanna Avenue in downtown Scranton.
Those of you who watch the Pennsylvania lottery drawings here on Channel 16 will see a new lottery look beginning tonight. From now on, the numbers for all of the lottery games will be drawn on a new $34,000 set. It's gold trimmed in black with green lottery logos. Profits from the Pennsylvania lottery go to programs for the elderly here in our state. You can see the live lottery drawings every night at 7, Monday through Saturday, here on Channel 16.
I wouldn't miss it tonight.
Oh, no.
$34,000.
Must be nice.
Ooh. Hi there, Albie.
Hi there, how are you?
Fine.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. What's hot in sports tonight?
Well, it's another disappointing sports story. It's been a rough past month. Last week with Dick Hauser and the brain cancer, and now it's a former great from the football world, Buffalo Bills fullback, the former fullback of the Bills, and Pennsylvania native Jim Braxton has died of brain cancer at the age of 37. He'll go down as one of pro football's all-time great role players. Braxton was born in Vanderbilt, PA, and he was the Bills' third-round pick out of West Virginia back in '71. He rushed for almost 3,000 yards and 29 touchdowns for the Bills between 71 and 78. But he'll best be remembered as the devastating lead blocker for the Juice, O.J. Simpson, during the heydays in Buffalo. Braxton was traded to the Redskins in 78. He finished his career later that year with the Miami Dolphins. Funeral arrangements are still incomplete. Still no verdict in the USFL's $1.69 billion antitrust suit against the NFL. After a day off yesterday, the jury reconvened this morning at 9:30 in New York City. Today in Maryland, Brian Tribble turned himself into police. It's just 3 days after he was named in a grand jury indictment stemming from the cocaine death of basketball star Len Bias. Tribble appeared before Prince George's County Court Commissioner and was ordered held on a $250,000 bond. He's charged with distribution and possession of cocaine and PCP. The New York Yankees are back to within 3 games of first-place Boston. Yesterday, the Sox lost again, and the Yankees beat Minnesota 4-1. It is a big one for Ron Guidry, his 5th win, 9 strikeouts over 5 innings. The game-winning run came on this Claudell Washington home run to right, his 5th, and the Yankees win it 4-1. They'll play again tonight. Boston will be on Monday Night Baseball tonight on ABC. Veteran golfer Ben Crenshaw ended a 2-year drought yesterday by winning the Buick Open in Grand Blanc, Michigan, his first win since the '84 Masters, and he did it with a final round 68 and a 4-day total of 270, 18 under par for Gentle Ben. 1 shot better than both Doug Toole and J.C. Snead. Crenshaw's 11th tour win, and he takes home first-place prize money of $90,000. In Paris yesterday, 25-year-old Greg LeMond of Reno, Nevada became the first American ever to win the Tour de France. LeMond's total time for the 2,500-mile race was 110 hours, 35 minutes, and 19 seconds. He finished more than 3 minutes ahead of his chief rival, that is Bernard Hinault of France, who's also won over there. Finally, 22-year-old Bobby Hillin survived a very hot and messy Talladega 500 yesterday. He becomes the youngest driver ever to win a NASCAR event. The air temperature was more than 90 degrees in Alabama, and it reached more than 120 degrees in some of the cars. Hillin didn't seem to care. He edged out last week's Summer 500 winner Tim Richmond by a half a car length. And I know you're happy that the Yankees are back to within contention. 3 games out. Tonight, Boston will play Chicago. We'll have that here in WNEP, and the Yankees maybe, just maybe, can pick up another game.
Okay, we'll
nice.
see.
All right. See you on the update.
Yes,
right,
see you then.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Albie. We'll have a 16 salute next as Newswatch 16 continues.
Tonight, we honor a man who makes sure shut-ins get a hot meal every day.
Hills. Everyday low prices on everything. Every day. Hills is different.
Check us out. The great outdoors always reminds me of Genesee beer. It tastes so fresh, so clean. Now, some things in nature change, like the ptarmigan changes colors with the seasons. But the premium taste of Genesee beer never changes, because it's made in just one brewery. Try Genesee beer, the great outdoors in a glass.
And try Genesee Light. You won't believe it's a light beer.
I couldn't believe that this was a light beer. Of all the light beers I've tried, I really have to say that Genny Light is the best.
Finally tonight, a 16 salute for a Tamaqua man who goes the extra mile to help his neighbors. As Newswatch 16's Frank Andrews tells us, Bob Hunsinger delivers hot meals and a warm smile.
88-year-old Bob Hunsinger of Tamaqua is one of 110 volunteers for Schuylkill County's Meals on Wheels program. He was nominated for the 16 salute because he's been around since the program started 12 years ago, and because he's always ready when help is needed.
He gets along well with everybody. He's very happy doing it. He'll come any day in the week. Whenever we need him, he'll come. He goes in all kinds of weather, never complains.
Bob is a retired railroad worker, likes to bowl, and do lots of other things to stay busy.
Fish, for one thing. Bowl. Pick up walls in the fall. Some pick up berries, huckleberries, and give them away.
Who do you give them to?
My friends.
Those friends include the people he delivers meals to every day.
Hello.
Some, like Catherine Gallagher, are disabled and look forward to Bob's smile and the food he brings.
Very important because I couldn't cook myself, because I'd be afraid I'd get burnt at the stove.
Bob Hunsinger travels about 70 miles a week helping his neighbors and plans to keep on helping as long as he can. He's a special guy from Schuylkill County who gets this week's 16 salute. Frank Andrews, Newswatch 16, Tamaqua.
How about that?
And if you know someone who deserves a 16 salute, write to us at WNEP-TV at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Airport in Avoca, and our zip code is 18641.
And that is Newswatch 16 for tonight.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll find out what officials hope to do to solve another flooding problem in our area.
And of course, that'll be after the game. World News Tonight is next. For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.
When you see news in the making, Newswatch 16 wants to hear from you. Call 1-800-533-NEWS. Toll free from anywhere in Pennsylvania. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1-800-533-NEWS.